Welcome to this SmartSpace video tutorial. This tutorial will cover the management of lists and groups. From the control panel or from your home page, just click on the database icon in the top toolbar, navigate there, and using either this groups tab or this group selection on the left, you can go to the list of groups. Select your group category that you want to access and then select an instance. If your instance isn't listed there, you may need to access it by getting back records which are either future or archive records, or possibly all records. That will show you all the records, even ones that are out of date. So once you've got your list there, you should have your action menu on the left here, and then in the view groups icon, just click that and it'll show you all the groups that are in that instance. In this case, we'll go to our SmartSpace newsletter list, and that will open up a separate small window, and it will have some information about this particular thing which you can update if you wish by using some of the fields here. You can also add more people to this list by selecting names from the database. So you can either select them one by one, or you can use the control method of selection. So clicking on one, holding down control or shift. So with control you can select various ones, and then clicking on add update, and then you'll find they have been added to the list. Now, to remove people from the list, you can just scroll down and review the list. Now that list is ordered by surname or second name, starting at A and going down. And we have a number of fields here that you can use. Now, depending on what you're using this list for example, if it's a mailing list, the hold field is the unsubscribe field. So if you click on the hold field, that particular name will be unsubscribed from the mailing. So you can select hold, or obviously if you want to delete a name from the list, just select the delete field next to the name you want to delete, and then after going through, that list may be quite long, so you may be scrolling down for some time before you get to the bottom of it to find all the names that you're looking for. So we'll delete a couple of people here, and once we're happy with that, we can then click Save Extra Inputs. Now, just prior to doing that, we can also add a note to this particular field depending on what it's being used for, and just by clicking the Notes tab here and just using this text editor to add some notes to it. So it may be for your own purposes, or it may be something that's actually going onto the internet, depending on what the list is being used for. So the list can be used for content. Otherwise, just clicking on the listing tab can return to the listing, and it doesn't actually matter which one you're in. Once you click on saving extra inputs, it will save anything that you've done to this particular list. So we've just deleted a couple, and we might just put a hold on one, for example, which is unsubscribing if this was a mailing list. Just click on the save the extra inputs, and then when we go to it, we've seen that a couple of people have been deleted, and this particular listing has been unsubscribed if it was a mailing list. So basically they get taken out of the list, but they remain in the list as a ghost record, and it possibly could be reactivated later. So someone who's unsubscribed may wish to subscribe to this list at a later point, and it can be easily added, or they can actually do it from your website. So that's about it for the actual management of it in terms of the people in the list. You can also navigate to other groups using this field here. In this case, there's only one group, so we can't actually navigate to any others. But if there are others in there, we can easily just select that and it'll automatically just open up the new list. So it's pretty simple. That's how you manage a list.